Alright, well, we're here with Singularity, and this is Procrastination Domination, and I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay. This isn't by any means a full review, but there were a few questions, so I figured I would try my best to answer them. Let's skip past all the loading screens. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue from where I am. I'm actually at the very end of the game. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what you can do. And it's going the wrong way. Well, okay, so to answer the first question, the way that Singularity works is that there aren't any quick saves or quick loads. It works on a checkpoint system, which is nice in that it's good if I remember, if I forget to hit the quick save button, for half an hour, I don't lose a half an hour of work. But on the other hand, the system that they use is basically a forward. It's a checkpoint system where you can't go back. So as you can see here, this is the door that I came through, and it saved my game, and after it saved my game, I can no longer go back, which kind of sucks. So definitely you need to be sure to get all the items out of the room before you go through a doorway, as it's likely that that door could close and you could not be able to go back. The checkpoints happen, not too awful much. It's not so bad as you go out of a room and into another room and instantly you can't go back. They happen about every 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes approximately. It happens often enough that you're not losing too much work, but at the same time, it's not too horribly bad to where you can't explore. And I don't want to go into this room here because it's going to start the ending cutscene, and that will be kind of a spoiler or whatever. So I won't go any further. And actually, I'm going to I'm going to try to reload an earlier checkpoint. I don't know if I can. I haven't tried it, no. Alright. What we'll do is we'll start a new game and I'll see what I can show you guys. I wish that I could reload in like an earlier checkpoint. I'm not sure. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Alright, we'll start a new game here. Do a normal. I'm actually going to skip the I don't think. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to skip the cutscene just to, avoid any spoilers. And I can't skip this, unfortunately. It's an interactive cutscene. But basically, this is how the game starts after the initial cutscene. It sort of tells you about the Singularity and the history behind the game. And now we are basically being flown in to this island to investigate. And well, now that I'm actually in the game and there's people talking, this reminds me about the other question, which was that Singularity, there seems to be a bug that when the game starts, it lowers the volume of the game by about 80%. To fix that, what you'll do is you just Alt-Tab out of the game, and depending on if you're using XP, Vista, or Windows 7, basically you need to go into the sound mixer and raise the slider for Singularity back up, because apparently it's lowering the volume, because there's a setting in Windows that lowers the volume of all the other applications when it detects recording activity. So, and even if you're not, like, even if you don't have a microphone active, apparently it's still doing it on some systems. So to fix that, that's all you need to do, and then you can just Alt-Tab right back into the game and the audio is fine. I noticed that on my first playthrough I actually had my volume maximized, I had my headsets all the way up because I couldn't hear it, and then because I didn't realize that it automatically lowered the volume, and I was just like kind of weirded out by it. Basically, as you travel through this world, there's a bunch of notes and charts on the wall, a lot of reading material. I tried to find all I could just to read it. I thought it was kind of cool that some of the stuff in the world is interactive, like you'll find radios that you can turn on. As you probably know from all the other video reviews, there are a lot of audio recordings that you listen to. Unfortunately, it's not like Doom 3 where you can walk around and the recording will still be playing. You can, but the volume will go down. So basically, it's more realistic, but less friendly to those people that want to get through the level quick, but still want to listen to the recordings. Also, this game does not use regenerative health. You know, it's not like Modern Warfare where your health regenerates. It uses health packs and stim packs. Basically, here I'll show you what happens. See, those doors close and we can't go back. But that was a checkpoint and the game saved right there. Here's the audio recordings, but we're not really going to listen to that. We're going to hurry up and we're going to try to find some enemies. I'm going to show you guys.
By some miracle, you're alive and hearing this. Rally at the base of the radio tower we passed over before we got bound. SNR's running carpool from there. Double time it. Move!
Go through here. See, now we're actually in a time anomaly. Basically, this place is going to be on fire, and we have to rescue Dimichev, which we're going to find out later. Probably wasn't the brightest idea we've had. I'm going to try to keep this rather short. I apologize for the length. I was not aware that I could not reload an intermediate save. I wasn't aware it only kept track of the latest checkpoints. There's Dimichev, and you have to save him, unfortunately, to go through the game. Otherwise, basically, the game would end here. You know, you would have no time anomalies if we didn't save him. So there'd basically be no game if we didn't save him. Fun. Okay. Problem is, oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm like trying to plan here as you guys are here. I'm trying not to give away too much of the story that you find out later, but there's definitely a story to the game, and you know, I think that it could be more developed. They could have done more with the story, but as is, it's okay. It's enough to get you involved into the game, and you know, it's enough to get you. It's enough to give you a reason to play Singularity. It's not, you know, it's not like Half-Life where you're gonna be, you know, yearning for the next update, you know, or we're like, where's Half-Life 3? Where's Half-Life 3? You know, I don't think there's gonna be a situation where you're wanting Half-Life 2, or I mean, sorry, excuse me, you're wanting, you know, Singularity 2, and you know, you need Singularity 2 because of the story. It's not like that. It's a good story, and I think they could have done a lot more with it. I think they could have made it more developed. But for what it is, which is basically an excuse for you to play a game, and a game that turns out to be relatively good and possibly even great, depending on your preferences, I think it's enough. I think that it is worth it. Now, what we're gonna do, and I like how this is interactive here, just little things like that. Anyway, we're gonna go out here and see if I can find some enemies to show you guys. Here's the E99 tech that you basically collect throughout the world and use it to buy upgrades. And if I can get to an upgrade place, which is actually not here for a while, if I can get to it, there was another question about how to update. And it's my understanding that some of these chests are randomized, so if you read a guide and they're telling you that you can get, E99 tech in one of those, those chests like I opened up earlier, and you don't get it, you get like Centurion ammo, you can try reloading the level and hope that the next random hit you get will be what you need. And actually, I did not find this. I didn't go down the stairway my first playthrough, which brings me to my next point, which is replayability. I would say that surprisingly, I would actually replay this game. I think actually I will probably go through this game again. I'll continue this new save here that I'm doing in the video, and I'll just continue from here. Not, like I said, not so much for the story aspect, although it's good. It's neat to try to find the door, all the little notes, and try to find everything. We'll probably try to do that, but I think it's just a fun game. You get to go around, blasting these really messed up zombie mutants. It's just a fun game. There is actually multiple endings, and what I thought was really cool about the checkpoint system was that basically you got to reload like right before that you make the choice, so it was easier to see all the endings without having to replay through the whole game, which some people might see as somewhat weird, in that in that you would think that the game developers want you to spend the most time on their game, making you replay through the whole game to get, just more Singularity time. But I thought it was kind of cool that they just simply allow you to reload your last save and make the choice, make another different choice to see what happens. I'm all for that. See these guys. These are, quality enemies here. They pose a challenge, but they're also, they're challenging without being overpowering. And I have yet to replay through the game on hard, but I suspect that I will do that soon. The Centurion, as far as weapons go, well, excuse me, before I get to that, I'll finish what my earlier thought, which was that surprisingly this is a game that I would actually replay. Normally, I'm not really so much for replaying games, except for maybe Half-Life 2, like I said, for the story, but I'm usually not much for replaying games, just for the sake of replaying a game. But this game was fun enough that